operational.
Oh, now it wants to
Yeah.
work? Oh,
Yeah. Never
okay.
mind working when we had that amazing guest
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and had
No.
probably, arguably,
Ouch.
the best interview we've ever had on the podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but you guys are idiots, so there you go.
That's
I
fair.
am an idiot, solely me.
Well, it's on me too. I
Sorry you
didn't look
didn't
at the
catch it.
comments either. Exactly. I didn't look at the
Yeah, but
comments.
he
You were trying to
came in
warn
the
us.
comments like nth hour, 5 minutes left in the show. The
Still,
damage had
I'm
already
usually
been
checking
done.
those on the reg, but
Look, dude, it's not my fault that I had a basketball game and you guys were idiots and did a whole show
The
without
whole
checking it.
show, dude.
yeah.
Everything went wrong.
Yeah.
But fuck it.
So I'm
We're
saying, like,
here.
you figured you'd be
New
like,
week, new idiot. Welcome every
New
new
stupid.
stupid. Welcome everybody to Con Culture Podcast. We are live. We are streaming. Everything's working now. I'm checking to make sure. Yep, we're streaming to Facebook, streaming to YouTube, streaming to Twitch. We're streaming everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. So we got it right this time. Everybody can hear everyone. I am checking to verify. And
yeah, I just checked it.
oh, okay.
I just checked
Oh, there
it.
you go. There you go. You could be the grunt tech. You're gonna be my Jamie. Is it Jamie, the guy that Joe Rogan fucking tells to Google things? Jamie, get it up on Google. Yeah. So, welcome everyone to the podcast. We have stuff to go through. We have things to discuss. We have a con that we went to, a con that we're going to, cons that are in the future, and a whole bunch of movies, big screen and small. So a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of stuff to discuss. I'm excited for all of it. So I think we dive in first by welcoming the big guy, who, if you watch my Instagram stories, you'll know him from the background of my Instagram stories.
Always working while you're being the
Always.
lazy Mexican. Just
Damn. Shots fired.
always working because I want actual footage showing that he's not as lazy as he looks. The dude actually works occasionally. So
fair enough.
You know, I'm trying to catalog the fact that you're not a lazy shit, bro. I'm trying to help you out. People don't believe
I
me
think
when
the
I
fact
say
that
it.
I'm skinnier than you proves that I'm
That
not
just
as
means
lazy
you
as
don't
you.
have as much food security
Just
that I do. That's all
What
that
are you
means.
talking about?
It means you're food
I
insecure
eat better than you.
and you don't eat well. You know,
Okay.
but I got to tell JT to up.
I know, bro. I didn't buy this week. He let me down.
He let you down.
And
You
nothing I
didn't buy
liked.
from him,
Yeah, nothing on
and
the
he
menu
let
that
you
I liked.
down.
Nope.
Get out of here.
Oh.
Savage. Blasphemy on my boy JT. Yeah. So he couldn't order because we were actually out of town last week. We were at a little expo fan festival. So the people who put on Fan Expo Dallas put on this mid-fall con. It's a smaller version. They have it in Irving as opposed to downtown Dallas at the huge convention center. And I've gone to two of these. It used to be Fan Days, and then this one was Fan Festival, but run by the same people that do the Fan Expo Dallas. And
Well, for some of us, you took like 10, but
Oh, God. Damn.
what are you talking about? You're the one?
over there breaking
Okay,
bathrooms.
whatever you say.
That's right. We got upcharged on the hotel. They took one look at them and they were like, let's upcharge this fucking shit. We got to put some incidentals
Very
on the
impressed
books.
with their celebrity lineup.
It
though.
was Matt Smith, Steve.
Yeah. Not to mention Katie Cassidy
Yes.
and Colton.
Morpheus himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was so cool, so smooth. The thing I liked is that getting into the con didn't take long. You go through the doors. If you have a prop, you do your prop check real quick. The press, thankfully we had press access, so I got to get the passes the day before. So on Friday, the con went from 5 to 9. And it allowed people to get all their badges and passes and stuff in before you could even before you could even get there the next day, because everybody knows Saturdays can be hectic, and if you're trying to get your badge in that line or purchase a ticket in that
It's
line,
another hour or two sometimes.
yes, this process was smooth, so you were able to get your stuff, able to view the vendor rooms. We heard good things from vendors too. That Friday was a little slow, but then it picked up towards the end once everybody got off work.
Yeah.
Saw the stuff y'all got. It looked really cool.
Bro, it was a bad financial decision to go to that con, but a great experience
For some of
It's your
us.
birthday weekend.
Yeah, it was.
so-
Yeah, it was
some
my
of us.
birthday weekend. So they have this amazing strip next to the hotel where you have restaurants, outdoor concert hall, free outdoor concert hall. Like anybody can just roll up in and enjoy the show, and then it's surrounded by patio restaurants. So you can dine at a patio restaurant, watch a live show with all this stuff on the pavilion or the grassy area, where they're selling more food and drinks and
Oh, Lord.
goods. There's a
But to the con, I think you're right. Like, I don't think I ever saw it bottlenecked. Even the pre-purchase or even day of tickets, there was no bottlenecking
even though you got to
whatsoever.
go up escalators to get upstairs.
Yeah, there was no bottlenecking
We
anywhere.
had a lot of volunteers.
It was less volunteers, more red tape. Like they had
Yeah.
lines, so you could only go up one way on the escalator, and you could only come down
Mhm.
one way on the escalator. So they funneled people
Mhm.
properly, so it was clear flow.
good design of space.
Amazing design space.
Very well laid out.
Even when
For that size.
yeah, even when it was crowded things like the cosplay contest, you figure
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna try to crowd like we saw at San Japan. This one had a
Yeah.
nice flow, so you can walk right up to it, walk in, get your seats. They had plenty of seating for the cosplay contest. It was about 20 contestants, so not super huge, but it was themed. They had multiple cosplay contests. They had a mashup on Friday, mashup cosplay contest, and Saturday they had scary like villain horror themed. So all the cosplays fit in that genre. And then I don't remember what Sundays was, but there was one on Sunday.
Sunday was just the catwalk.
Oh yeah, the cosplay red carpet.
Oh, nice. I like when they do that because, sometimes you can only make it to Friday or Saturday. And it's like, I really wanted to compete, but, it was only happening on
The
Sunday or
line
something
of
like that.
photographers, bro, at the red carpet, just
There was a lot.
waiting for it. There was a whole bunch of photographers, and the line of cosplayers was obviously 3 times as long as a contest. It was about 60, 70
Oh, yeah.
people, but everybody was in good
I
spirits.
like that they facilitated meetups as well. They kept posting about, hey, these are the times for this meetup, DC, Marvel, Sandman,
Star Trek.
Doctor Who. Like they had a list of times for everybody to meet in a certain
Yep.
location. That was pretty
It was
cool.
dope because the con endorses those cosplays, endorses the meetups. Everybody who wants to do it knows where to go to meet up for that, and they go kind of get their shine on the red carpet, take photos with other like-minded cosplayers who are doing similar cosplay, because it's really cool to do a big, huge group of your favorite fandom.
Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty dope. The fact that they post those in the schedule of the app. So when you go to the schedule, you see, oh, the X-Men meetup or the Marvel meetup is at 2:30 today, and along with all the photo ops. They put cosplayers up there with the celebrities, with the rest of the attractions at the con, which I think is pretty dope. And
I'll definitely have to check it out next
yeah,
year.
it's a great
I
little
really wanted to meet Matt Smith, and I know he was there. You guys almost have the same birthday.
He was amazing with fans. From what I heard, the interactions were great. The photos were custom. He was fine doing poses and like playing with the camera, and
Oh, yeah.
it was
I think
so good.
everybody was, from what I saw, like all the celebrities were open
Y'all
to.
got to meet Stephen Amell?
Oh,
So before we
He's
get to
jacked.
that, I think
Uh-oh.
just the layout, like the layout of the vendors, putting them on the first floor, I think was the smartest idea because everybody has to get to the escalator to go up to the celebrities. So it forces them in, which we had a blast. Like we hit the first 3 rows on those vendor rows, and we lost so much money
$300
right
in the
away.
first 3
Didn't y'all
rows.
buy an artist that we met at that one convention we went to, Art in
the
Austin?
Mex American?
We did. My brother did.
The Loteria
because I had already
cards.
bought his artwork before. Very cool artist that does like Aztec themed drawings of
Nice.
superheroes and like Harry Potter and other characters. It's really really cool. But like just the vendors alone, dude, a bunch of new stuff that you haven't seen. Like you could tell some of these guys have been working or took the pandemic off. and just like a whole lot of cool things to see. It was really
New
cool.
relevant art.
That's the worst part about going to local cons. As much as I love them, you see the same artwork and artists. Like
Yeah,
as much as you love the artist too, it's like, you got anything new? I have all your stuff already.
I
yeah.
bought all your
Like, and
things.
we saw a bunch of like, well, I saw a tracer,
Oh
so
god.
that was funny to
Oh,
see.
No, that is
But
that is cool though because they did have comic book artists also, like actual
yeah,
oh,
illustrator on
nice.
this issue of Venom, this issue of Wolverine. So they had comic.
which I actually got one signed by the artist. It was like Absolute Carnage with the Incredible Hulk on it.
Oh, it was.
Ooh.
It was a really cool variant cover which he signed. Though I didn't wasn't a fan of the $5 I had to pay, but
Well,
I
you
get
want
it.
him to just
You're
do
a
it for
struggling
free.
artist.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
struggling. He's just charging his worth, bro. You're getting
Yeah,
a
but I mean
signed
that's cool.
variant cover.
Like I get it. I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't too
Yeah.
bad. It's not worse than some other older comics that I've seen where they charge like $100 or $50
Yeah.
to sign their
You
name. So I was cool with it.
you are not that in the game, bro. Then again, I guess you charge your worth. You get to dictate what you charge.
Yeah.
You're your own boss.
So
True.
without giving an amount away, was Stephen Amell expensive or
Oh, very
no?
reasonable.
Nice.
Very reasonable. All of them were. The only one that was super expensive was a trio for Arrow, where it was like
Oh,
Roy
you're getting three
Harper,
celebrities.
Yeah.
Black Canary, and even then, it's still less than I paid for that guy who should not be named that everybody knows I hate now.
The God of Mischief.
Yes, the god
Yeah,
of mischief.
forget that guy.
I
Forget
still
that guy.
like him.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah. So it was reasonable, very reasonable, because like I said, them three alone were still cheaper than
Mhm.
him. So, I mean, I can't complain.
Yeah. No, it was
So how was the interaction?
Super awesome,
Fun.
dude. Like before we even got to meet with him, I saw him wearing Crocs, and I pointed out to my brother. I was like, "Hey, dude, look, he's wearing Crocs." His publicist.
she's like,
Were they in
we
sports
had a
mode?
fight about that this morning. She was like, you're not wearing Crocs. He's like, I'm wearing Crocs today. He's like, you're not gonna wear Crocs to the shoot. He wore Crocs to the shoot.
Next thing-
You
yeah, he
see
wore
how that argument
Crocs.
went.
Were the Crocs the
No,
sport
they were
mode?
completely
No.
laid
Ooh,
back.
so super
He was
casual.
super comfortable,
Yeah.
man.
Wow. Okay.
There's some cool
There's
socks
nothing
too.
casual
I'll admit,
about that man's physique, though.
Dude,
Solid. He
that
was
boy
taller
is
than I thought. I didn't
stacked.
know he was so tall. He's 6'3",
he's 6'3".
6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'3".
I-
I mean, he was tall to
Yeah.
you, but I mean,
He was tall to me. He doesn't look that tall on Arrow. He looks like a, 6 foot, maybe 5'10" guy, which isn't short.
really?
But, yeah, is Felicity that tall? He just doesn't look like he towers over her the way you would imagine.
Well, she wears heels, and so does the Canary. So they all wear heels, except for David Ramsey.
Roy
I think
Harper
he's
short?
probably about 6'2". Harper was shorter than
Yeah.
Arrow in the show.
Okay.
So
I don't remember it. It was
I mean,
years since I've watched an Arrowverse show. So
one lady even asked me, "Does he look bigger on TV than he does in person?" I was like, "Lady, I don't know who you met, but the guy I just met was
he
swole.
was
Like
jacked.
you could see his traps popping out of his
Yeah.
shirt.
He had it wasn't even a
like-
tight shirt. It was like a casual fitting shirt, but
No,
his
it was
muscles like
very loose
formed.
fitting.
all of it. So you can tell he's been training. All the videos he's posting on TikTok of him training. Yeah, dude is getting after it. He's getting huge for something.
Nice.
Oh, Heels.
I hope so.
The new season of Heels. I know he's doing that.
Yeah, the wrestling show he does, and then apparently he's pitching for the final season of Arrow, maybe like 10 episodes long, is what he's pitching to HBO Max. That's the
We'll
rumor.
see. But yeah, all in all, amazing con. Vendors, amazing. We literally spent hundreds of dollars. They had rare toys,
Yeah.
rare collectibles, new art that was fresh, and awesome themed. Like there was this one artist. We bought a
Oh,
set of
yeah.
Ninja Turtle. Like it was Ninja Turtle, Splinter, and Shredder. But if you combine the Ninja Turtles together, there was an illustration that runs the bottom.
A panorama.
Yeah, so it's like a panoramic art piece within the four
Oh,
art
I love
pieces.
those. I love pieces like
And-
that. That's just smart design because like it encourages you to buy more
It
art.
does. It did. I bought them, all of them, and we're gonna frame them all. They're so well
Oh,
done. So
So it sounds like
Yeah.
y'all would definitely go again to this con.
1000%. Anything Dallas does,
I
anything
would.
Dallas does, I think we're for sure in.
Because I even bought a new comic series from a Latin team. Like it's a whole new comic series, Latin writer, Latin artist, Latin like the whole Latin team, which sold me on it. And Apparently, he sold it to me because he's like, "You like the Punisher?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, who doesn't?" It's worse than the Punisher. I was like,
What do you
"Sold,
say? He
sir."
makes the
Ooh,
Punisher
okay.
look
Sold.
like the Dalai Lama or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
it's an interesting premise. It's a guy who goes after people who essentially hurt animals. And if you're a dog
Okay.
lover, like you can relate to it. Like you don't like
Well, yeah.
seeing
I
people
hate
treat
poachers.
animals. Yeah, so like it was intriguing to me. So we bought, and I need to read it so we can give a review
Yeah,
on
we
it.
got the
But
complete
that
set.
the comment, like just overall, yeah, I'd go back.
Yeah, it
Nice.
was amazing. And the good thing is we won't have to wait too long because Fan
Mm.
Expo just announced that tickets will be on sale November. I think it's November 23rd, mid-November. We'll just say mid-November because we don't know the exact date. Because I know it's not the only con that has their tickets on sale in November. The Superhero Car Show and Comic Con also announced that tickets will be on sale for that show. So you'll be able to kind of get those two in the books, and they're very close. Uh, Dallas is going to be in June, early June, and then of course the superhero car show is going to be early July, like first week of July. So
Okay.
So correction, October 25th at 10 a.m.
Fan Expo.
Central Standard Time is Fan
Okay,
Expo.
so they're going October 25th, and the show
Next
is
week.
June. I think it's the second weekend of June.
9th through the
Yeah.
11th.
June 9th to the 11th. I'm going to be there. I love it every year.
So
Uh,
early bird pricing for 3 days is $79.
yeah,
That's
We've
a
had-
deal.
Like the ultimate fan package is $119, which is amazing.
not for the type of con you
Always
get.
definitely pays to do it early. I mean, you get the best deal that way.
Dude,
Yeah.
Than buying it like at the door.
we had such a good time last year. I was rolling around that like I own the place.
Oh
They
god.
see me rolling. I had to scooter around the con, very handicap friendly. You can access everywhere. ADA up front for photo ops. It was pretty cool. Yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
was. So even if you're injured or disabled, you're gonna have a great time at the con. People are very gracious. They open up. There's about 10 feet of space walking in between all the vendors, so there's so much room.
That's.
So-
I know it's hard to do with most venues, but that's like one of my biggest pet peeves when I have to crowd
Like
surf through
6,
people.
you can't even
and
stop to
just,
look because
like,
people are bumping you behind.
yeah, that drives me nuts.
Never had that problem.
Yeah. Well, you people are
I'm the
People
wall,
avoid
so if
touching
they
you.
hit me, they're like, "Well, go around."
Going around him.
Yep.
Yeah, so those cons are coming. They're going to be awesome. I'm excited for both. Definitely going to be going to both. I know we have other cons. We're going to try to do some out of state cons again. Miss Fan Expo.
Portland.
Yeah, we're going to Portland probably. Actually, I think it's in February though, so it'll be nice and cold.
Is it?
I think it's in February. Look
I
it up.
think it's in
Look it up,
February, is it?
Jamie. Look it up and see when Fan Expo Portland is, and we could
What's your next con?
our next con. I think it's Fan Expo Portland if it's in February.
February 17th
Not
through
something
the
going
19th.
on next weekend?
No. Oh yes. Sorry, Trey. Big Texas Tommy Con. I'll be doing that Sunday. We're gonna try to right the wrong that took place last week. Our guest Maddie Mason is a guest there, and we're gonna try to get an interview with her. It's not gonna be anywhere near as good as the.
We'll make sure the microphone's working this time.
I will make sure it's working.
She was super chill.
So I didn't know that Matt Ryan was going to be a guest at Big Texas Comic Con. Constantine himself, which I'm excited for.
What? Sunday?
They're having like a little Scream reunion as well.
Yeah, I saw that they're having a screen reading Saved by the Bell.
Wait.
Kane is going to be there, but only Saturday, so I'm going to miss out on him. Yes, he's all 3 days.
I'm done.
But you're poor, so you can't get a
The
photo.
fuck I am. I'm about to get real wealthy real fast. Telling you, bro.
Sell
Let
some
it be.
blood.
Let it be future Juan's
That'll
problem.
be future Juan's problem. I'm about to buy out that Matt Ryan. Oh, dude, I'm so
Nah,
stoked.
if I can get it off, I'm gonna go and get
Fucking
a photo op with him.
Constantine, you better believe it, bro.
Yeah, dude. He plays a really
He's
good
an
Constantine.
amazing Constantine. Even in animated, he's great.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
animated
he
movies
killed it.
are choice.
The role belongs to Matt Ryan. Even though Keanu Reeves has got the green light to redo
He
his,
was good.
I don't want Keanu back though.
I-
I feel he's just too old at
I
this
do.
point.
Well, there's a rumor that his dream role now is Ghost Rider.
Strider, which I don't want. I don't want to see
I don't
Johnny
wanna see
Blaze
Johnny
anywhere on the
Blaze
screen.
either.
Robbie Reyes or nothing. Gabriel Luna killed it as Robbie Reyes. That should be the only Ghost Rider they should be moving
He's
towards
the
now.
canon Ghost Rider in the comics.
Why not
right
both?
Now. That is true. We could have both. We can have all the writers.
So I'm okay with both if it's an older Johnny Blaze,
Nick Cage. You don't get much older.
because then, no,
Oh,
like
God.
if Keanu plays like an older Johnny Blaze to lead into the Midnight Suns, where Robbie Reyes, Blade, and them get their own movie. Yeah,
Sons. Now that we got Elsa Bloodstone, we got Man Thing.
that's why
Like we can
I'm
have
like,
a Midnight Suns and have a really dark Marvel movie, even darker than Doctor Strange tried to be. Like this shit could be hard
That'd
R,
be awesome.
and I'm all for it.
Mhm.
Deadpool's gonna open the door for the R-rated Marvel movies on the Disney side, I think. But yeah, Big Texas Comic Con, New Wave Expo this weekend in Corpus. Our friends Paradox Cosplay and Maddie Mason will be guests for that one-day event in
Nice.
Corpus. But yeah, I'm pumped for Constantine now. Matt Ryan at Big Texas Comic Con. But it's not the only DC thing I'm pumped for. Tomorrow night,
mhm.
thanks to
Ooh.
the Arts People Foundation and big ass art events. Just a few of our closest friends and family, literally family. Like our family took up the whole fucking theater. That's how big we are. Mexicans.
Damn Mexicans.
You know how we do.
A few
Yeah,
bums.
Mexicans and a few bums. We only had room. We really, literally only had room for like 2-3 other people after you got our family in there. But
I'll sit on your lap. I don't care.
I'm not too big for the hallway. I can make this work. I'll be a fire hazard.
Mm,
But yeah, Black Adam. I'm excited. There's mixed reviews. I could give a shit less. I'm going to watch The Rock be
Yeah.
The Rock in a superhero film.
I don't know what it is like, and maybe I'm being stereotypical
Mhm.
here, but I feel like DC fans are just super critical on their films.
Oh yeah, anything that's not Snyder, they're like, this is dog water. This is trash. This guy, he's not part of the Snyderverse. Like, shut up.
it's just people in general though,
This
because
is
like
a passion project that's been in the making for over 15
Yeah.
years. It's like enjoy the ride, enjoy the product that they've been pouring their hearts
15
into.
years.
has it been
Yeah,
15 years?
15
I
years
think
they
they
announced
announced
it.
it 2007.
It's been The Rock said it's been 15 years of blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah.
training. It's his production company. Like the fact that this got made when DC is closing up shop on everything, it seems, is a testament.
Yeah, they just canceled Zatanna's lead
Yep.
movie.
Which I hate because I love
They just-
Zatanna. But
Yeah, I think
we
it's
need to
stupid.
redo her.
I
We
think
need to
she's
redo
great.
her. Get it?
Still sour about Batgirl.
I didn't want that movie anyway.
It'll get leaked eventually.
Right?
I
It'll
hope
be
so.
like
It'll get leaked.
it'll have to be.
Man, if NBA practices are getting leaked where people are getting physical, everything's getting leaked now. TMZ just needs to pay
That's
enough
true.
money and they'll
Come
get
on,
it leaked.
Anonymous, do your
Well,
thing.
Yeah.
I got a leak for the Black Adam film a week ago, and I haven't said shit to anyone because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But yeah, they leaked the Black Adam stuff. So
Yeah,
Like
I think
the
I saw the
credit scene, right?
spoiler.
yeah,
I think I
I
saw
don't.
something
Yeah, I didn't
about
want to
that,
say
yeah.
anything for anybody because it's.
But even then, like The Rock has been low key spoiling
He
it.
has been giving little hints of things like teasing future projects. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm excited for that, but
But I feel that's everybody though now, every fandom, because there's people that are upset with Daredevil coming out and She-Hulk and the way he was presented. They're like, I want the Netflix Daredevil. I'm like, you got to realize two different versions of the character
universes.
now.
I think
You can't bring
I
that
think
in.
the Marvel fandom was overwhelmingly accepting of Matt Murdock, though, almost to the point where they're like,
Yeah.
he saved the show, he made it. Like they were shitting.
Which
I've
I don't know
never-
how.
Never
She-Hulk
shipped a
killed it
superhero
alone.
couple so hard in my
Dude,
life.
they're
Like
perfect
I love
together.
me some Jennifer Walters and Matt Murdock. Like I
The
need more.
memes of them are hilarious. Get you somebody who looks at you
Yeah.
the way Matt looks at Jen. I love those memes. Then it's
funny.
it's cool. They broke the fourth wall, did an awesome ending, and I got everything we wanted. Now we know Kevin's an AI. That explains their track record of
Yeah.
success.
I get it.
I was gonna say it would explain as to why he's in so many projects at once.
But
Because no human can do
no,
that.
you can't keep track of all that continuity in your head, bro. But somehow he does it
Yeah.
right under their hat. But Black Adam's already, they're saying 60 million box office weekend, which is huge.
I could see that. I could see it even going
It's,
higher.
The Rock sells tickets.
he does.
Because that's just today,
Yeah.
right? Tomorrow,
Entertaining popcorn
and by
flick,
the end of the
man.
weekend.
Entertaining popcorn flick. That's what you're going to see, and that's what The Rock gives you. He listens to his fans. They're gonna love it. But I know last week, bro, you got an opportunity to watch a film that Tommy completely and utterly just hated with every fiber of his being. Told me not to watch it, but
Apparently, it's not just Tommy though. If you look at the ratings, a lot of people were unhappy with how the movie ended.
and the movie being Halloween Ends, right?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on it?
I personally liked it. I mean, if you think about it, this movie franchise has been around since what, the 80s?
I think, yeah, that's about right.
Like, it survived essentially, what,
Three decades.
going into 4
Yeah.
decades now?
Oh shit, yeah, no.
It's going into 4th decade. Like,
What you?
there's no real perfect way to end it. It's gone on so long.
Yeah,
In the horror genre, everything has been done. There's nothing you can do to surprise people anymore. I personally thought it was a good way to end
Yeah.
it. Like, it had enough gore, had enough scare. You got to think of these 4 decades that he's done it. So if it's just him by himself carrying the movie, it's not realistic.
yeah,
But the way they did it to where it was more of he's able to corrupt people and the hysteria that comes out of it, that really helped carry the movie. And then the way it ends is perfect.
So
You finally get to see just super
So
gory.
how good was Jamie Lee Curtis?
well,
She was really good.
before you go into that, our buddy Levi says that Halloween was dope, and Kayla's glad they finally ended it.
Same. 'cause
did
like I
y'all see
said,
the
Wait,
interview
her
with Jamie Lee
titties are
Curtis
huge?
on Jimmy Kimmel
Whose
Live?
titties are huge? Kayla just said her titties are. Do they show Jamie Lee Curtis's titties in this movie?
No old titties. No old
I was
titties.
like, I'm.
But
Speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, she was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Jimmy Kimmel pulls out this contract like, I need you to sign this saying you're not going to make another Halloween movie.
Never again.
She signs it.
Halloween ends again. Yeah.
no, it was really good. I like the way they ended it. They finally just had a good her and him just brawl.
Yeah.
Like they go ruthless on each other.
Nice.
And like the way she finally ends him is like satisfying
Ooh.
because she really gives it to him.
This has been a feud that's been going on for decades.
Yeah, it's 4 decades of
like I said,
pent
4
up
decades, 45
rage.
years essentially. Like, and it's really, really good. And like I said, the way they did it to where it's believable, having him corrupt people. It's not just him killing people; it's the corruption of the evil that he has. Like, very well done, I thought. And as you can see, Levi thought the same.
Yeah.
But this one was nice.
It's a dope film from the two people I trust. Tommy hated it with a passion, but he's
Probably
small
wait till
and
the time
Tommy-
angry. He's got a lot of anger issues. So
I was gonna say Tommy's just mad at everything in the world. He can't see over his counter. He's mad at the world. So
yeah,
like I said, if you go in thinking of it as is not, I think the problem is people have a higher
they wanted it to be
expectation
cinema.
than what it should be. Yeah, like they want it to be over the top, and it's like no, they kept it practical. They did it in a story in a nice way. They played on the psychology of it because they only had 2 ways to go if you think about it. They had to either go psychology to where he corrupts people, or he had to be supernatural, which they don't want to do.
Yeah.
What a franchise has been around 45 years, like, and what he's done in other movies. Like, you can't go the supernatural route.
That kind of just speaks to the legacy of that character.
Yeah, like it was like I said, it was really well done. You guys can watch it and talk about it next week and see what your thoughts
I'm
are.
excited.
I'm probably
If
gonna
you
wait
just
till
look
it's
at
on
it-
It's on the
streaming.
small screen. It's on Peacock now.
It
It's
is
on
now?
Peacock.
Yeah,
it's on
okay,
Peacock.
gotcha.
It's already there.
Came
It
out
came
on
out
Peacock the same day it came out in theaters. Yeah,
They're
Oh,
trying
okay.
the HBO Max
Yeah.
approach. Yep.
which worked because more people saw it.
Yeah, Supernatural is done, and Jason and Freddy, so this is great. Yeah. Levi says they've already done Supernatural, Michael. Like, we don't need any more
Yeah.
supernatural like type.
Oh, that's right. Freddy versus
Yeah.
Jason, they did. But I like this one because they don't really include those other movies. It's just the original two, and then they jump to last year's and this
Okay,
year's.
so it's not like
That's kind of the
Halloween
continuity of the
with
story.
Busta
It
Rhymes in
doesn't jump
it.
in between. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't go into any of those, which is what you want to
Yeah.
end the actual story
As much as
itself.
I like Busta
So
Rhymes taking on fucking Michael Myers. Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. But
I think that was Jason, wasn't it? Oh
yeah,
no, he did. He
yeah,
did do
yeah.
Michael Myers too.
So
That's right.
speaking of someone that is just a physical presence and like, wow, Creed 3. Have y'all seen the new trailer
Oh,
for Creed
Ooh,
3?
bro,
Bro, those men are
bro,
made out of granite. Like, it is.
bro.
Levi says boring. I call bullshit. You know,
Like I thought Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger was
I
like
thought he was Jack.
swole,
oh yeah.
but when I saw Kang, bro, Kang is even more massive and more cut. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
they are
Oh my gosh.
shredded. Those two
big
actors, I don't
time.
know what they did to their bodies to get that physical extreme, but both of them look amazing, phenomenal shape. The film looks awesome.
Creed 2 is still one of my favorite films out of the whole Rocky
Hmm.
franchise. Like that movie just has so much emotion in it.
And I like the story of like they used to be boys back in the day. They used to run
Yep.
together, and now that he's made it out, do you have your loyalty for those friends that you came
Yeah,
up
you remember
with,
the little people.
or is that friend too bitter and his hate gonna corrupt your future prospects? Then they end up
Yeah.
going at it. How long are you gonna vouch for this person from your past to where it starts being detrimental to you? I like that story. I can't wait to see that play out. I'm excited for the film. Levi's gonna watch it and love it, so he's gonna.
True, because I think Jonathan Majors, I think his acting skills are
Oh, he was
amazing.
great.
He everything he's done so far from Lovecraft Country, like it's just been amazing. Everything he's stepped into so far to Loki.
What was that
Um,
Western he did with Idris Elba?
oh, what was that called?
Hotter Do They Fall or something like that?
It's
Yeah, I think
one of my
so.
favorite
Yeah, that
westerns
was he was incredible.
ever. He's so good in that
Um,
film. Him and Idris Elba, and
yeah,
the plot twist.
the harder they
The
fall.
plot twist at the end of that film.
Yeah, that got me.
Oh, I was.
It's rare for a movie to get me like that. The last time a plot twist got me like that was like Knives
Yeah,
Out.
it was so good, and so you're so emotionally invested in that movie already that having that twist is like, I'm done. I'm done with
Yeah.
fuck this film.
No, I
Who's the
can't wait to see him
monster
play
at
Kang.
that point?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
great
like
writing, great performance.
yeah, we needed that in Wonder
he's
Woman.
he's a really
84.
good actor, for real. No, but he's a really good actor, and I think what makes this trailer so impactful is everybody can relate to it. Like everybody has one old friend that they have loyalty to because they've gone through things, but then as you get older, you kind of
You
realize
start
like,
outgrowing
is this
people.
person the right fit? Like,
You go
you
separate
know,
paths.
Mhm.
yeah. So I think the way they're playing on it, Ryan Coogler has just been amazing in anything he's done
I
as
think
well.
this one is
I
actually
mean,
directed by Michael B. Jordan because
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
it's
It is his
Ryan
directed,
director
had to.
review.
but it's written by Ryan
Yeah.
Coogler though.
So we get
So
Michael B. Jordan's first, well, not his directorial debut, but like,
It
is
is.
it? I
I
thought
don't
he
think
did a
it
smaller
is.
film before.
I saw an
Yeah, I
Instagram
think
post
he
him
did.
saying
Oh
that.
shit!
I thought he was doing Raising Dion as a director.
I think
I don't know if
well,
he was
this
the
is his
director for
first
that. I think he was a
big
producer.
screen, like blockbuster. Then first time directing a AAA movie that is going to be a huge box office. I think a huge box office hit. There's no way this movie doesn't succeed. But yeah, it's not just the big screen that has these awesome movies. I know we had the small screen has a ton of things to
Ugh.
watch. So much so that I personally am just completely unable to keep up. She-Hulk, I think, was the last thing I finished. I'm binging C right now, which is the most important show to
Oh,
me. I think I'm on
bro,
episode 6. That show, Jason
bro,
Momoa, what he does with C and that cast,
yeah,
man, it reminds me of Game of Thrones in their heyday. The characters you hate,
Oh yeah.
your blood boils because you just want them to get their fucking comeuppance and they just never get their comeuppance. The
Yep.
characters you love, you don't want anything to happen to them, but they're constantly in danger. Just C does it so well.
That world
wait,
is amazing.
Wait till you see the ending and how they end
Fuck.
it.
It is the
'cause
ending, right? This is
It's
it.
yeah, because
It's the
they're
final
not doing
season.
anymore. Yeah,
Oh.
because they weren't renewed, so they ended it. But it's ended very very
Them not being
nicely.
renewed is fucking. That's
It's
it's
stupid.
dumb.
I don't know why Apple
It's the best
wouldn't.
show they have. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, Ted
literally the
Lasso
best show
or
they have.
whatever the fuck else you got on your network. Jon Stewart's not carrying Apple Plus, all right? I got
Yeah,
it
I
for
know,
C. That's
but-
the only reason I have Apple Plus. That's it.
You didn't even get it.
No, I have my own. I got my own Apple Plus because of it.
Oh.
So, C is that
Yeah,
good.
no, it's really good.
I mean, you had Palmer. I'm sure you have great other films that I haven't got around to watching, but
Palmer was really
I came
good. I
for
liked
the
it.
C. But last week we had an episode. I mean, we had a show end. Huge,
Yes.
massive, largest TV show budget I think in existence. Mythic Quest was amazing. I started watching a couple episodes, but I got to watch them on my
I
own.
can't get into it.
I liked it. From the 2 episodes I saw, it was funny, but I couldn't.
I can't, like Brandon loves it and he tells me it's awesome, but I
think
can't
it's
get into
funny.
it.
From what I saw, I thought it was funny, but then I saw C on there and it was fucking over. Once Trey told me like, you gotta watch C.
Oh no,
I saw C and
C's
no
so
other show
amazing.
existed
This
after
is,
that.
I think that's Momoa's greatest performance.
Oh, yeah.
I
Besides-
wouldn't go
Dude,
that
you're
far.
always giving him shit for being a bro, and this is finally he shows substance, he shows depth, he shows range.
He was also good in that movie. It was like Baby or
Yes,
something, or
My
My Girl
Girl.
or something like that.
He was great in both those films. Like right after you came out talking shit about him, he drops these gems and tells you to eat a fat one.
I don't know. I liked him in Aquaman more. I think he portrayed Aquaman
Because he
really
played
well.
a
And
bro,
it was
just
fake.
like The Rock. I think he's gonna do
Yeah.
great as Black Adam because he's a big dude that beats people up. Kind of his MO.
Yeah. But that's the typecast he gets.
Yeah.
But no, I will say he did show more range in this as far as
Yeah.
acting on the show. He did really, really well.
I remember after that first episode of C, I was like, I want Momoa to play Craven the Hunter so bad.
Dude, I could so see him as
He would have been
Craven
a
the
great
Hunter
Craven.
and
He
kill
had a
it.
great Lobo, but
He's already a huge activist for the ocean and everything, so it's just like, I don't know.
that would have been so cool. But Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power
Yes.
finale was amazing. I'm assuming because I'm still 3 episodes behind.
The
Dude.
last 3 episodes of that show, I wish I
Dude.
could have binged all of them in one
Yeah.
sitting because like it was just
Where I'm at, they just
like they would leave these little scenes at the very end that are just like, ugh. But speaking
yeah,
of, there's
I'm
one
there
scene
right
I
now.
want to
Mount
talk
Doom.
about.
When Mount Doom goes kaboom, is where I am right now.
Yeah.
Like that's where they left
Okay,
me.
so that was a huge moment. After that episode, I was like, holy shit, it's going
Yeah.
down. And I don't know if we want to go into this. I don't want to spoil it, but the episode
Mm-hmm.
after that, they left it on a big cliffhanger that they really didn't do anything with. But I'm hoping that's going to be the next season.
2. You know they're
Yeah,
planning that.
I could see
season.
that being season 2.
Should we say it?
Shit was
No,
fire.
I
I
don't
mean,
want
it's
to-
up to my brother.
No, yep, feel free, guys. I've read the books. I know where this goes. I know some of this stuff is not
so
there. But yeah.
so obviously you've seen that there's Mithril
Yes,
in
yes.
Khazad-dûm. So that's not the only that's in Khazad-dûm besides Mithril. There's something all around that Mithril, an ancient demon of the past,
Yes.
and they awake it
So that's where they.
unknowingly.
Oh, and that's
So,
what you said
We
is.
see this beast wake up, and we see nothing happen to it after that. So I'm assuming that's going to be probably the pickup of season 2, which is, I guess, a great place to start because like we had tons of stuff going on in the finale.
Well, that's gonna be, I think, one of the plots in
Oh, yeah.
season 2. But the big
The
one
aftermath.
is the final episode and what they revealed, which I don't want to go into because it's different from the books, from what I'm hearing.
Ooh.
So I don't want to ruin it. But once you watch it, I'll ask you the question about it.
Great plot twist.
Characters they've infused into this. The essence of the show is very much true to Tolkien's vision.
Yeah.
Aside
So
from the
Ivan, like,
minority
I'm
colored
just
people
so-
in the show. Aside from
It
that.
makes me so mad. And it's like how much hate this show is getting. It's just like you have to realize they didn't have the rights to the
Mhm.
book.
And I don't
Yeah.
even think it's hate so much as a very small minority is screaming really loud. And now,
I guess.
case in point, everybody
can see
here
that.
has a microphone. We all can, get on the internet and spew our opinions. I think that's more so what
Yeah.
it is. Because at least in my friend group, everybody's like, that was fucking
To
amazing.
me, like the first 3 or 4 episodes to me were like kind of slow. But again, we're world
Yes.
building. We're going back to this age that we've never seen
Yeah,
before.
meeting characters who we've never met
I-
and characters we've only
I
heard
wouldn't
in
say they
name.
were slow.
To me, they were compared to like some other shows that I was watching
that
at the
were
time.
ramping up
Yeah,
really
I
fast.
can see that.
So, but like I said,
I got hooked
it's
right
a
away.
great time for fantasy and sci-fi because Trey,
Yeah.
you're watching another show in the Star Wars universe that I'm also hearing mixed things about. I'm hearing it's the most mature Star Wars series we ever got. It's the best thing Star Wars television has ever put out. And you don't agree? What's your opinion on Andor?
It's tough because like this is all, you know, a prequel series to one of my favorite Star Wars movies, Rogue One, which to me that's the most adult Star Wars movie they've ever made, which is incredible.
I've
I
never
love
heard
that movie.
anyone
Like
say
if I had to
Rogue
tell
One's not the shit.
Yeah, so I love that film. And so, you know, it's kind of hard watching this show because you know what happens to this character in the end, like where his story ends. And I don't know, Diego Luna has been incredible, along with Alexander Skarsgård. They've been great in this show, and it's been great to see
Wait,
a show
Alexander's
that
in
doesn't have.
this?
Yeah,
I'm in.
I'll watch
Should've
it just
told me
for him
that.
now.
yeah.
Should have
Should've
told me that
led
a
with
long
that.
time
He's
ago.
great. He plays the guy that like pushes Cassian Andor to become a rebel.
Wait, which Skarsgård is this?
Alexander?
Papa.
That's not Tarzan, is it?
No, his dad.
That's not Alexander then.
Maybe I'm getting.
That's-
Is it Bill?
No, his
Bill's
is
Pennywise.
Steelen, I think his name is, or something like that. Steelen Skarsgård. It starts with an S. I know
So
that.
we got a
much.
Skarsgård.
He was in Thor, all those
Yeah.
films. He's a part of the MCU.
But he's a good actor. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
He's
incredible. He's been great in this show.
Yeah.
And like to me, this show is great if you love like a good heist kind of show or movie, like kind of like Ocean's 11 style.
Okay.
And then like tons of espionage going on. But I guess like if you're a huge fan of like, you know, Mandalorians and Jedi, like, you know, you're gonna be kind of just twiddling
You're
your
not
thumbs
getting
because
any
you
of
know
that.
you don't get any of that. Which is great. Because you know, I've been wanting to get away from the Skywalkers.
Yeah, we've been
for a
saying
while.
there's a whole
So
other
that
universe.
aspect is great. However, they released the first 3 episodes at the premiere, which was cool, but it still felt like, you know, it's like, where are we getting to? It's all building up to this heist that they're working up to. And it was finally last week's episode where we got to see this heist, and that was the best episode yet. To me, all the other ones were just like dragging it out, in my opinion.
So they're making a series out of what could have been a film.
Pretty much.
Yeah, when you say a film, like a full-length
Yeah.
film, or like Werewolf by Night, where it's a short hour-long film.
Because like the episodes are pretty long, but like it should have been a nice like 2-hour, 2.5-hour movie.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Which is interesting because I looked it up, and so Rotten Tomatoes has it critics at 95 and audience at 83, which is very high for a Star Wars. Because usually Star Wars
shows there is.
Usually you don't get them consistently.
In my opinion, like in the ranking of Star Wars show, it's Mandalorian, all those seasons, and then Obi-Wan, Book of Boba Fett, and then Andor.
Andor's last?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I love this character, but I would lose interest every time I'd be watching it, to where I would literally start looking at my phone.
Wow.
And I'd be like, I'm not soaked into it like I would with the other shows. The other show I'd just be sitting there
Glued
just
to the TV.
all bug-eyed, just soaking it in. This one I couldn't glue myself to the TV. I don't know what it was.
Is it possible it's because you know the end game of the character?
Even then, it's like I could say the same thing about Rings of Power and Obi-Wan.
You know how that movie ends.
But I was so invested into those shows. Same with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is very true. So those are all amazing fucking shows that we currently have on.
And then now there's talks of they're doing another season of Andor, which I didn't know they were doing that, because I thought they were doing just the one season, because Diego
Luna, I'm sorry, said he's done. Like there's nowhere else to go. Sorry, y'all saw the movie.
Right. Exactly. So I'm interested in where it's going. Like even if the fans are raving about it, it's not my favorite. I like it, but it's not my favorite.
Like you always say about Star Wars. You know, it's pizza.
Exactly.
So,
now let me ask you, so is it still entertaining for the general public though?
I think for adults, for kids and younger, like teens, like it's gonna be just
Okay.
Where's a lightsaber? You know, where's a Mando with a jetpack or something?
So
I'm just trying to figure out how they're trying to
who've read the
justify it.
novels and like will find locations.
I would say it's definitely fans of like the original ones, because you know this takes place right before the very first Star Wars: New Hope.
Okay, so they're trying to get the older fan base satisfied. That makes sense.
And don't get me wrong, the sets are gorgeous, the costumes are amazing, the effects are great.
Maybe that's why
But
you don't like
again,
it, for the same reason that I don't like the Garfield Spider-Man films. It wasn't my generation's version of this myth. So it might have something to do with your age. You're a little more interested in the Obi-Wans and the, you know, Anakins.
I could see that.
Yeah. So that kind of makes sense if that's the case. I haven't seen
Another big thing for me with Star Wars is having cameos of characters.
Yeah.
Like, when we watch Obi-Wan, we get Darth Vader. We get some, and then when you watch Mandalorian, we got Ahsoka and
But
Boba
this
Fett.
being a prequel to a prequel, it's kind of hard to give you characters So
Right. You could throw in a few characters that we haven't seen before, but I guess they don't want to take away from Cassian Andor's story. They name dropped Palpatine like one time, who's the Emperor, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. But besides that, it's just like I said, I haven't been glued to it like with the other shows.
So are you glued?
I don't know. I kind of think that's what made Rogue One better, though.
Yep.
Because they didn't bring in
it
other
was a sleeper
people
cell
to like.
until
They did.
Darth came
They
out.
bring in the big bad Darth Vader.
Until he gets on screen, though, it's all new cast.
It's all
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like for the show. I don't think you need it.
No.
I think Andor is going to end with a big bad moment, though. They have a
I could see
formula,
that.
so
I could
We'll
see
see.
that.
granted, it's not.
Is it
Kevin.
who's doing this one? Was
There's
it John
12
Favreau?
episodes of this, and we're on episode 9,
Yeah.
I think, or 8.
So we got some
we
time
still got
before
a
it ends.
ways to go.
But
Was this John Favreau as well, or no?
it's kind of all
I don't think so.
Favreau Filoni-verse, from my understanding. But they have different directors handling the nuance in the shows. But
Because I was gonna say if it's Favreau, I'll
it's
trust
my
him.
understanding
To me,
that
this is a
Favreau
show
Filoni
like
run the
if
whole
you
verse.
haven't started already, just wait for all of it to come out and then binge it.
That's good
I could see
advice.
that.
Okay, then. But there's another show you're watching that ends this Sunday. How excited are you for
And
that?
The weeks have flown by. I wish there was more episodes going out, but just like Game of Thrones, it's 10 episodes. And my God, like I say this every week, it just gets crazier and crazier, and the tensions between these families just get more and more and more until it finally just explodes, and we're finally seeing the aftermath of all this. And
Is
say
this,
what you will about the original Game of Thrones, I think we all agree those last 2-3 seasons were meh.
But
And
Game of
awful,
Thrones
and
in
like
its
left a bad
peak
taste
was
in everyone's mouth.
captivating.
And that's what this show is to me. It is captivating. Matt Smith is captivating. Like he is incredible as Daemon Targaryen. And
So what
I
is
can't
this
wait
that
to see
I'm
where the show
seeing
goes.
that the show has gone too far? I've been seeing articles like House of Dragons or
There's
whatever.
only so many
has gone too
family
far, like-
fucking scenes you can get, bro. Before it's like
Okay,
this
is
whole
that what it's
show is
alluding
fucking
It's
to?
the
family.
incest, and then like, oh my God, Juan was telling me I need to speak on this. In one episode, I think it was episode 6 or 7.
Uh-huh.
They
There's
fucked up the
a
lighting again, bro.
scene that is no,
Can't
they did
see
not.
shit on your screen.
Get a new TV.
Turn up your brightness
Really?
all the way to 100.
No, get a new TV, and then I'm sorry, it's like if you haven't made anything before and you haven't worked with actors
Yeah.
before, don't talk shit about creative choices. Like they made that choice. They didn't want this scene to be well lit or full HD. They want it to be dark because let's be honest, incest is dark.
Not wrong.
Yeah, it's some dark shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And it seems like this show, at least from what the press clippings I've seen, is relying on this to be the formula. Like, what the fuck is up with this author? That he's
That's
so...
what these families did. That's what happened in the books, and it happened in the old Game of Thrones
Yeah.
as well.
It's
So
just built, this whole shit's built on incest. It's like, what are we in? Does
And
Game
that's
of
one of the
Thrones
things you're
take place
watching
in
this, you're just
Alabama?
like- that's the thing. You're watching this, and it's like you're almost rooting for these two, and it's just like, why am I? This is wrong. But then you see this other people that are against him, like, fuck that bitch. She's
He's
crazy.
my favorite husband of all the husbands.
Uncle husband.
Oh,
you know.
God, no. This is...
Funny.
Yeah, this is just wrong. I don't know.
That's
Right.
crazy.
And right. It's like, so there's that like weird
Yeah.
taste that leaves in your mouth, but at the same time, you watch this show and like you're rooting for them.
See?
Because it's like, fuck these other people. They're trying to just do some
I
crooked
think
shit.
George Martin is just trying to show people how fucked up they really are. Because they're rooting
Oh,
for
yeah.
incest.
100%.
He's trying to expose like the wickedness in those who actually are rooting for it.
100%. That's what I love about the show. It's like, what would you do in that situation? What links would you go to
Yeah.
to protect your
I
family?
would fuck my cousin.
And what would you also do to climb the ladder to take the throne?
That's I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to
I
go.
wouldn't go
Would
that
you
far.
go against family? Would you go against your friends?
I would
And, like, that's
slaughter
what I
my
love about
brother
this show
on the
so
throne.
much.
I have no problem beating the shit
Yeah,
out of my brother.
I would murder
Even
him.
killing
I
my
would
brother.
murder him with extreme prejudice. Like, not even.
So to the people that are out there talking shit about like, oh, it's too dark, it's like, go fuck
Go
yourself.
fuck
Get a new
yourself.
TV. I'm sorry, I hate
Stop
that shit.
gatekeeping. Some people are poor, Trey. They can only afford 720p, 20 inches. It's all they got.
True.
It's all they can work
Well,
with.
they didn't
bro.
make the show for
They
you.
didn't make, oh shit.
I'm pretty
Trey
sure
said,
that's the
Trey
majority
said
of the
this show
audience,
is not for
so-
poor people. Get the fuck out of here.
But that's who likes. Those are the people that like incest. So that's
No
exactly
shit.
your audience.
I'm gonna have to give this one to my
Like,
brother.
let's go back
It's
to the original
Alabama.
show. Like, there was huge complaints at the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah.
When the White Walkers are storming in Winterfell, everyone says it's too
And
dark.
people-
Like, it's a creative
that was a
choice.
shit scene.
That when they finally reveal how massive the army is, that's that big
Yeah.
oh shit
You couldn't
moment.
even see it though. It was a shit film with shit lighting. I mean, it was
Right
was
at
a
the very
crappy-
end.
It was a crappy scene.
It's building the
Crappy
anticipation,
yeah.
like
decision to
what's in
make.
the dark. You know, it plays with your
I get
imagination.
what they were doing, but they didn't execute it properly. Maybe this season
I think they
executes it better, but that one was
Agreed.
yeah. I think we agree to disagree on that one. The execution on that was horrible. It was ass.
In my opinion, it was. I couldn't
Yeah,
see shit.
and,
in that,
and we
that
had
whole scene.
great TVs. We had amazing.
Which
TVs.
leads you to kind of be disinterested.
It's
at
the
that
only
point.
type of incest that's okay. What? There's an okay incest.
Okay.
God damn it, Kayla.
Oh, that's what's all over TikTok. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm rooting for incest this week."
Oh man, this is not. It doesn't feel right. What is wrong with y'all?
It doesn't. When you're watching it, you're literally just like, "Oh."
I think this show is
no." And
really
the more you watch it,
huge
you're
in
just like,
Alabama. It has to be.
and then the more you watch it, you're
could
like,
see
"These
that.
two are made for
Alabama.
each other."
Mississippi, Tennessee,
Yeah.
like we got a lot of husbands who are rooting for this show. To
I'm sorry,
succeed.
Trey, but if this is like a massive world, the person made for you is not your family.
Well,
There's a
here's
big
the
world for
premise.
you to
Like
go. And
the only one
the
clean
reason,
enough
like-
to carry the lineage and the line.
I
Not only
get
that,
the
it's like
premise
these people are
behind
from
it.
Valyria, this old world that is gone, and Valyrians are the only ones that can control dragons. So if you dilute that blood with people that can't do that, you're not gonna be able to control that big ass dragon.
Ooh, that's true.
that you know of because you haven't tried
Yeah,
it.
but that's a good premise though. They don't know, so they're only operating with the information they have. And if you can't
Why get rid of your biggest
Yeah.
asset? That's why they're the biggest family
If
in
you-
Westeros.
I
if you
get it.
control
I
all
get
the
it. I just
missiles-
think the author's into
I
it.
think it
that's
is.
all.
I think that's what it is. It's just the author's into it, and he's getting everybody else who's
He
into
wants you
it.
to question your
Yeah.
morals.
Oh, I ain't questioning shit. I know what's
But
wrong.
but
So-
to be fair, like one of the number one categories in porn is like stepsister fucking. So let's all get off our high horses because we've all
Step.
wanked. We've all wanked to a
Step, bro,
stepsister
not
stuck
blood
in the
related.
dryer
Step.
video.
Trey said it,
Like
step.
everybody's had a good
Step.
wank to the stepsister stuck in the dryer or under the table or like let's get off our fucking high horses. Nobody on this podcast is clean right now. So, but yes, I agree. I hope the show has a
Again, this is another show. Like if you haven't started
wait till it
already,
ends.
wait till
I'll
it's
probably
on
just wait,
because
yeah.
I wanted to binge all
Yeah.
of it every week waiting to
great
watch. It's just been,
cliffhangers.
like
Yeah.
just
That's
oh.
how I feel with C. I'm glad they wrapped it up and I can go through it and watch 3 or 4 episodes a night. So yeah, great television, great big screen. Like I think that's everything we have this week.
Oh, we got some new rumors going on. One confirmed
That is true.
Oh,
and one not. We have Harrison Ford joining the MCU as Thunderbolt
Forgot
Ross,
about that.
which I think he's going to be great because
I didn't
sadly the original actor had passed away
Yes.
last year.
The original actor
didn't
was
like
great.
that
I didn't
choice.
like that choice either. Why didn't you like it, bro? I want to know if it's the same or different than mine.
I people are gonna see him and they're gonna think of Indiana Jones or Star Wars. You
He
want
sells
someone?
tickets.
He does.
Yes, he does, but I just don't think he has the chops for that character. I think a Sam Elliott would have been a better choice.
Sam Elliott would have been
I was
perfect.
about to say who else would you
Sam
guys? So
Thunderbolt.
Sam Elliott.
Sam
Damn
Elliott,
good.
that dude, very
He's
good
hard.
actor. He could have
He's rough. He
Yeah,
gives that
and when you look
rugged-
at him, he looks like that.
But Juan, you've
Colonel
made this
Buck.
point before. Harrison Ford's already on the Disney payroll,
Yeah.
so
That's true.
You already
Bring
got
him
the
in.
check.
But
He costs less. He's under contract with the studio.
got him for the Indiana Jones and Star Wars under Disney Plus already. So it's like,
Yeah,
yep.
just pay him a little extra
Yeah,
more.
and
makes the
and it
movie.
boosts your Thunderbolts
Smart.
show and film. So
Oh, yeah, he sells tickets.
yeah.
Does he though? I mean,
He
we'll see once he comes out with Indiana
1000%
Jones.
sells tickets. If you don't think I am not much of a Harrison
He's
Ford
the
fan,
original cool guy
Yeah.
that everyone loved.
I'm not a
Everyone wanted to be
Harrison
Han
Yes,
Ford
Solo
fan,
back in
everyone
the day.
who's old.
yes,
loves.
exactly.
Younger
They're gonna take all their
generations
kids.
Don't know him
They're
though.
gonna, yes, they fucking do. Don't give me that shit. I'm sorry, Harrison
just saying.
Ford. If you don't think he sells tickets, you're a fucking idiot. Because he just
Have you asked Jordan who Harrison Ford
Who?
is?
actually
asked
no.
Jordan?
I'll ask him. He's 14, so that's
Ask him and see what he says.
Do it right now.
He's not
Do it right now.
right. I think he's asleep. He's fucking
What?
sleeping.
That's going to be the answer,
Yeah.
though. If Jordan says who, that's the answer.
Yeah.
All right, I
Old
wanna know.
people love Harrison Ford. Younger kids don't know shit about him. I just
Rugged enough. I think
like
like
that
a,
choice about Sam Elliott, though. I think he would
Sam
be
Elliott
great.
would have been great because he's a rough. You can see Sam Elliott as a general. I can't see Harrison
Yeah.
Ford as a general, man.
which is
I do.
He's too
I
damn
do.
cool.
which
He's too damn like fly by the seat of my pants.
yeah.
He's not a stickler for the rules. He's not my way kind of guy. At least I don't
In
get
a
that
lot of the
from
roles I've seen him in, I see that, but
Mm.
that's just
Yeah.
me.
I think it is just
Like Sam Elliott actually played Thunderbolt Ross in the original Hulk with Eric Bana.
Yes.
So that's why he would have came in with better writing that they would have had. He would have
That
killed
would
it.
have been really cool. Having him
That might have
pop
been
in
a
for
reason why they
Universe.
didn't
Yeah,
go with
that
him.
could be why they didn't go with him. They didn't want anything to do
Yeah,
with the
but
universe from Universal.
The same thing could be the same said about Charlie Cox and Netflix Daredevil.
I'll give Harrison Ford this.
So-
He looks like the Thunderbolt Ross in the comics. From the CG
He does.
renderings that I've seen in the images, he looks like Harrison Ford. So
He
I
does.
guess maybe they're
Oh.
going for looks.
So
I
I'm
think
open
he can
to
do
it.
military well.
I'm open to it, but I'm with my brother. I think suave James Bond type to where he's smooth talker.
To
So
be
we're-
fair, it's not like he's going to be carrying this movie. It's going to be the
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
I hope. Or he's going to be in a Hulk film, and the Hulk's going to get the shit beat out of him by Thunderbolt. But
Well, they're teasing the War Hulk
Well, what
movie
they're
again.
teasing-
So
and this is just rumor, but Ironheart is said to have the villain of Mephisto in it.
Yes.
Yep, and the casting rumor going around is Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat himself.
Borat himself, who is a great,
Very
who's a
nice.
great dramatic
Oh, yeah.
actor, great comedic
And
actor.
comedic.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen would kill Mephisto. I just don't know if I'm ready for Mephisto, unless it's bringing Robbie Reyes and everybody else, and then fucking please roll out the red carpet. I'm here for it, but there's no confirmation on that one. It's just a rumor. I think we'll have to wait.
It'd be
and
cool if
see.
he appears in the Agatha All Along series.
Ooh, yeah. Agatha Harkness.
So I think what
House
they
of
should
Harkness, I
do
think it's
is do something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they did with Thanos, where they tease
called.
him but don't show the
Yes.
actor yet.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
tease him like standing in the background looking away from the camera.
And
I think that's
and
what
can
they
I
should
get the
do.
fucking Ant-Man trailer already? Please. I need
Yeah,
Jonathan
for
Majors.
real. And the Guardians
Yes.
3.
Put it at the
Nope.
beginning
Not
of
coming
Black
until
of
December,
Wakanda
bro.
Forever. I want that fucking trailer already. Give me it. Give me
Not coming
it.
until December,
Give
bro.
it. I want it.
I bet they'll come.
Yeah.
Watch them release the trailer to that on with Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's when they're
Maybe
waiting.
Maybe one of them.
I'm assuming that's what they're waiting for. I need that one. I just need Quantumania's trailer because just the teaser I saw.
When's Quantumania?
It's February.
No,
It's
not
like February, March, bro.
No.
Look it
no.
up.
I think you're too
Google
early
it.
on your movies.
Google it.
I think the first one coming out is in
No,
May.
dude,
isn't
I think it's February. They usually have a February film. That's when Black Widow came out. That's when, since they started doing 3 films, they have a February, the summer blockbuster, and then they have their November film. That
We got Wakanda Forever, Craving the Hunter in January.
probably not gonna happen.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp, February
Told you.
17th,
Fucking
2023.
told you.
So then
Give
There's
me
a
that,
lot of stuff
the
around ever
damn
since they canceled
trailer.
the Blade movie.
Yeah, exactly. They
so
pushed
that
it
will
back.
come out with Wakanda Forever. As far as Guardians, I think that's coming out around Super Bowl time in February because that's not out until
Yeah,
May.
we're gonna get the Christmas special though, so maybe we'll get a teaser then. Guardians of the
I don't think
Galaxy
we'll get it
Christmas
there.
special. So that's confirmed.
Exclusive look at the trailer.
Yes, but
Dang, dude, how many movies? 4
yeah,
movies?
they're supposed to be doing 4 movies a year, but with the shuffling of the schedule, that might not happen until 2024. So we'll see. But that's it for us. That's the podcast. That's all she wrote. Thank you so much, Kayla, Levi, everybody who was here, chimed in. We appreciate you always. But that's it for us. Till next week. All right. See ya.
Yeah.